Archangel Michael is begging for you. Only you have been chosen to see. Do not tell anyone. This will happen in the next 2 minutes. Open it immediately if you believe me. Amen. There are times in life when we get urgent messages from God. But nothing compares to the desperation you're experiencing right now. You have been chosen especially and personally to accept this divine message, and the significance of what is about to happen cannot be overstated. This is serious. You are currently being called into a divine moment, which only you can fully comprehend. Archangel Michael, the powerful defender, is begging for you to pay. God sent him to bring a message that will change everything in the next 2 minutes, the trajectory of your life, your decisions, and even the spiritual forces around you could shift in ways you cannot yet understand. Understand this communication is urgent, and you have been you alone will receive it. No one else is supposed to view this. Right now the truth that will be revealed to you in these moments is a heavenly intervention meticulously intended to safeguard you, to guide you, and to align you and your fate. This is not the time for delay. You have to open your heart and intellect, because the window of opportunity understanding what Archangel Michael is disclosing to you is narrow. What will happen in the following 2 minutes is a heavenly orchestration designed to protect your future, to direct you towards God's ultimate plan, and to warn you of you've been awarded the advantage of receiving this spiritual wisdom, the call from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, the fighter and guardian, has one of the highest rankings. Angels in the heavenly realm are known for their strength, courage, and dedication to God's will. Michael, a divine character, has struggled against for millennia. Powers of darkness have worked on behalf of God's people. But today, Michael is not only fighting for you from the celestial realms. He is imploring you to listen. Why would an archangel do so? Strong and majestic plead for your attention. Why would God send him? Such urgency. The answer lies in the moment you are currently standing in. It is not by chance that you are reading this. You are about to confront. God has meticulously orchestrated something that will happen in a very short period of time. Why have you been chosen by God out of all the individuals on this earth? It is not at random that you are receiving this message. It is purposeful. You are intended to understand something that no one else is now prepared for. You may wonder why you and not someone other. The solution rests in your trust, your readiness, and the journey you have walked so far. God has prepared you for this moment. Think about the innumerable times you've asked for guidance or felt uncertain regarding your life's destiny. Think about the times you have been in need of divine intervention. This is God's response to your question about protection or clarification. Prayers. You are entrusted with a divine revelation that will illumine the path forward and shield you from invisible hazards. You are prepared for this message. God has seen your heart and your hardships. Faith. He knows you're ready to hear this now, and He knows you'll answer with you have carefully considered knowledge and action. The urgency of the present. What will happen in 2 minutes? The next 2 minutes are critical. In the coming moments Archangel Michael has sent you something that will have a long-term impact on your life. I have a straight and important message for you, and it is time for you to grasp what it is. Here's what you need to know. Archangel Michael is providing instant spiritual protection for the next 2 minutes. Asking God's angels to surround you with spiritual safety. There could be unseen powers, such as psychic attacks or negative pressures or personal worries that have been attempting to derail your. God is aware of these energies and has deployed his angels to shield them. This heavenly protection is vital. The enemy may be attempting to position stumbling blocks in your path, attempting to derail your progress or drag you down route of confusion, but no weapon made against you will prevail. Isaiah 54 verse 17. Archangel Michael, with the authority bestowed to him by God, makes sure that you are shielded and that nothing terrible can touch your destiny right now. There is an angel shield enveloping you, protecting your heart, mind, and spirit from the forces of darkness too. A key decision approaching. God prepares you to make a vital decision that will affect your future, relationships, and spiritual development. You are going to face a moment of decision, and the repercussions will determine your future for years to come. Archangel Michael is encouraging you to be discerning. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it is time for you to step in. Your God-given mission. The decision before you may not appear monumental on the surface, yet it has a weight of significance in the spiritual realm. You are being invited to walk in the fullness of God's purpose for your life. This choice will either align you with His will or lead you. Archangel Michael is appealing with you to remain focused on God's encouragement, to trust in His wisdom and resist distractions that aim to draw you away from His flawless will. 3. Warning against concealed. As you read these words, Archangel Michael warns you about hidden risks are those that may not be immediately evident yet have the potential to derail your purpose. These threats may occur in the deceitful relationships, possibilities that appear too good to be true, or temptations that appeal to your body. God has been watching over you and I'm giving this warning through Archangel Michael to make sure you're spiritually prepared to discern. Resist these perils. There are forces working in your life right now, forces that may not be immediately obvious but are attempting to lure you away from God's path. Archangel Michael is frantically calling. Stay watchful to keep your heart pure and guard your thoughts against any negative effects. For a blessing is about manifest. The message concludes with a blessing that is going to manifest in your life. Archangel Michael is not just here to. God is going to warn, protect, and provide good news in the next 2 minutes. Preparing to release a blessing in your life, a breakthrough that you have been waiting for. This blessing will materialize in a way that only God can orchestrate. Will be a visible evidence of His favor and provision. Least expected could be a door that opens unexpectedly, a relationship that heals, a financial breakthrough, or peace that exceeds comprehension. Whatever it will be, it is apparent that God is at work in your life, and Archangel Michael is dispatched to make sure you are ready to receive it. How to respond to your position in the future. 2 minutes now that you comprehend the gravity of this situation. The question: what will you do with this supernatural revelation? How will you respond in the future? Moments will decide the depth of God's gifts and protection. Here are the actions you must take to align with God's purpose. First, open your heart in faith. This is not a time for uncertainty, second guessing. Open your heart completely to what God is going to. As Archangel Michael delivers this word, trust that God's intentions are always for your good. Know that you are divinely protected and led to something bigger. Faith is the key to unlocking the blessings that have been prepared. You too pray for discernment and direction as you face the upcoming decision or challenge. Ask God for wisdom, and Archangel Michael is present and called to seek heavenly wisdom and discernment. Ask God to guide you and give you the confidence to make the correct decisions. Pray for the strength to resist temptation and the insight to recognize His will. 3 Are steadfast in His protection. With the confidence that God's angels surround you, stand steady in the confidence in His protection. No weapon formed against you shall thrive. Whatever challenges lie ahead, remember that God's angels are fighting for your. Responsibility is to remain faithful, trust in His protection, and move forward. In bravery. 4 Be prepared to receive the finally. Ready yourself to receive the blessing that God is about to flood into your life. This blessing could come abruptly or surprise, but it will be a sign of God's favor. Keep your heart open and mind focused on His promises and believe that His timing is always perfect. A supernatural moment of intervention. You are standing in the midst of heavenly moment of intervention in the next 2 minutes. God is arranging your life in ways that will change everything. Archangel Michael, sent by God, is urgently calling you to be attentive, stay focused, and trust in God's perfect will is unfolding in your life. The next few minutes will define the throughout your path. You have been picked and safeguarded and summoned to a holy moment that will affect not only your life but the lives of people around you. Don't let this moment go by without truly embracing it. Remember that God is with you. Archangel Michael is battling on your side. You are secure and loved. You are chosen to walk in the fullness of God's purpose, with blessings and safety that are going to appear will be a tribute to His power and love. And now, walk forth in faith. Your future is bright, and with God's direction, nothing can stop. This is not a joke, it is your divine moment. Open your heart and accept all that God has in store for you. A supernatural message is being sent your way, and it is not an accident. Archangel Michael is one of the highest ranked angels in God's celestial army. I am urgently calling out to you. This is not just any message. The divine warning is a call to action and an opportunity for a moment of grace that only you have been chosen to receive. Something is about to happen in your life in the next 2 minutes, which will change the path of your destiny. This is not the time for. God's envoy is asking for your attention at this very moment. You can't afford to ignore it. There's a shift coming, and Archangel Michael is battling on your behalf, appealing for you to open your heart, your mind and spirit toward the heavenly message that is about to unfold. This is a key moment, and you will not be able to turn back. Once you've seen it, don't tell anyone about it. Yet, the time has not come for the complete disclosure. Yet know what you are. What we are about to experience is nothing short of amazing. It is a spiritual unfolding that might change everything. The divine urgency of Archangel Michael's plea. Archangel Michael is renowned for his fierce protect his duty as a fighter of God and his undying dedication to assisting God's people, but at the moment, his plea is he is not here with his sword up to protect you from a physical enemy. He is here with his heart laid bare, frantically pleading you to understand the significance of what is about to happen. Michael's position as protector is not only does it protect you from exterior threats, but it also assists in you through spiritual fights, helping you grasp the movements of the enemy and prepare you for moments like this. Today, he is fighting to get pay closely because something is about to shift in the next 2 minutes. God has selected this moment. Been divinely assigned. You could be wondering why. Why was I picked to witness this? The answer is simple, because you are essential to God's plan, whether you're aware of it or not. Has witnessed your difficulties, your passion, and your determination. Archangel Michael has the potential for heavenly revelation. Calling you to witness is designed to bring clarity, direction, and possibly even epiphany about your own life and destiny. This message is more than merely an ordinary warning. This is a divine intervention. An urgent cry to wake up, pay attention, and take action as God's plan for you begins to unfold in a powerful way. Now the significance of the approaching 2 minutes. The number 2 is significant in God's word, typically signifies unity, concord, and the accomplishment of divine purpose. In this scenario, the following 2 minutes are a moment of divine union with God's predetermined plan. In motion for years is finally reaching a climax, and you are standing on the verge of a significant upheaval. You will witness something spiritual that will influence your life immediately. It might be a spiritual awakening, a breakthrough in an area of your life for which you have been praying, or a supernatural intervention that transforms the way you see your surroundings. Perhaps you have been feeling restless, uncertain, or perhaps overwhelmed by life situations. Now, God is sending his angelic army to intercede in your. Archangel Michael stands at the vanguard of this holy moment, ensuring that you are safe, guided, and empowered to face the difficulties ahead. However, before experiencing the shift, you must first comprehend what God is about. In the next 2 minutes, you will obtain spiritual insight, protection, and guidance in a way you have never. Don't get sidetracked. This is a magnificent moment. Grace is happening right now. What occurs in the next 2 minutes? Within the next 2 minutes, God's miraculous intervention will commence. Manifest. You might sense it in your spirit or get a sudden surge of calm and clarity. This moment will be a turning point, a location when things alter. The better. Here are some things you may experience. A flash of clarity over the next 2 minutes. You will suddenly get clarity in places where you've been puzzled or uncertain. This could be related to you have been battling with a relationship or even your spiritual path. God is opening your eyes to his purpose, and you will see things clearly. For the first time in a long while, a breakthrough in your spirit. Some of the following 2 minutes will deliver a spiritual breakthrough. You may feel a release from the negative ideas, anxieties, and doubts that have been holding you down will begin to lift. God is liberating you from spiritual chains, and you will begin to walk with a restored sense of freedom and calm. Archangel Michael is the defender of your life and loved ones, standing with you in this moment, protecting you from any spiritual attacks that may have been plotted against you. God's protection is a shield that will surround you, and you will feel it in ways you cannot imagine. Explain: there is a divine shield being placed around your life and those you love, ones that will keep you secure from harm. A change in your purpose and destiny. For some, the next 2 minutes will mark the beginning of a new period in their lives. Path: God will reveal new purpose and direction. Perhaps He has been prepared you for anything, and now is the moment for you to move forward. Your future is unfolding in front of you, and you will begin to realize how everything fit together. You are entering a new season full of possibility and progress. And heavenly favor: a call to duty as an archangel. Michael pushes you to act. You will sense a tremendous conviction in your heart to do so. The steps that God is calling you to, whether it's a personal decision or spiritual commitment or action in your interactions, you will perceive that. Archangel Michael's urgency is now. The voice is to motivate you to take the next step toward your breakthrough. Why can't you disregard this message? This is not a message for you to simply read. Move on from what Archangel Michael is begging for. Pay carefully, since this is a miraculous opportunity that will not last forever. The next 2 minutes are critical, because the decisions you make in this moment will have a lasting impact on your life and the fulfillment of God's. God is providing you with a time of grace. Divine influence will shape your future. Yet grace is not something to take lightly. When God provides you an opportunity to walk into His will, to make a decision, to get a blessing, you must respond with obedience. If you have faith, now is the moment to act. Delay: do not let fear, uncertainty, or distractions prevent you from stepping. Archangel Michael is standing guard while God prepares to perform something new in your life. Over you, telling you to take this time seriously. God's call on your life is tremendous. And when you answer in obedience, aligns you with God's will. It offers blessings, opens up new chances, and brings you closer to the fullness of God's promises. As you prepare for the following 2 minutes, open your heart to God's voice. Acknowledge that this is not a coincidence. Archangel Michael chose you for this moment. Entrusted with protecting and guiding you, is currently interceding on your behalf. Ensure that this wonderful moment does not slip you by. In the following 2 minutes, you will experience a dramatic transformation, where God's hand acts in your life in ways you didn't expect. The breakthrough is here. Don't tell anyone. This is between. Archangel Michael begs you to keep this communication private. There is a purpose behind it. This is a special personal time. God has selected you, and there is a divine plan unfolding, uniquely created for you. Do not share this information with anyone until you fully grasp what is about to happen. Will come in due time. God's timing is perfect. Plans are for your good right now. It's critical that you focus entirely on the message and your response. This is your moment. Alone, trust in the process. Trust in God's purpose. Trust that His angels are accompany you every step of the way. A final plea: enter into your divine destiny. Archangel Michael is imploring you to act. He is pleading with you to open your heart to what God is about to disclose. This is a heavenly intervention that could affect the path of your life forever. Do not hesitate. Open your heart, mind, and spirit to who God is. Saying the next 2 minutes are about to unfold in ways you cannot fully comprehend. Understand, but know that God works on your behalf. God chose you to receive this message because He has enormous plans for your heavenly plans will reveal as you walk into them. Destiny. This is a serious moment, and it will shape the direction of your Archangel Michael is here, pleading with you, guiding and protecting you. As you take this action, trust in God's timing. Respond in obedience and be ready for the marvels that are going to happen unfold. The next 2 minutes are your moment. Step into what will happen in the following days. A heavenly alteration. The impact. The next 2 minutes will not be transitory, as Archangel Michael moves in. God's promises will begin to express themselves in your life. In the days ahead, this moment will lead to long-term transformation. God will continue to move in powerful ways, changing your destiny and setting you for His larger. Your relationships will be strengthened as God restores and protecting the relationships in your life. You will experience healing in relationships that have been strained, whether they be family, friends, or colleagues. God is coming into circumstances that have been producing conflict or confusion to create harmony, reconciliation, and alignment with His will. New opportunities will open up. You embrace this heavenly transition, doors that were closed will open. Expect fresh prospects in your job, ministry, or personal life to emerge. Archangel Michael will suddenly guide you to the perfect place and time. Opening avenues that connect with your destiny can enhance your faith. This is a time that will reinforce your faith like no before. When you feel God's divine with the protection and guidance of Archangel Michael, you will leave this time with a restored sense of with purpose, courage, and faith in God. You will undoubtedly realize that God is with you, and nothing is impossible for those who walk in. In conclusion, a new beginning. What you have just read is not a message of this as a divine intervention, a moment of spiritual significance in which Archangel Michael urging you to open your heart and embrace the spiritual shift that is occurring. Now, in the next 2 minutes, your life will change. Archangel Michael is with you, guiding and encouraging you to step into the completeness of God's plans for your life. This is the beginning of something powerful, something that will unfold over the next days, months, or even years. You have been selected, and God has huge plans for you, moving heaven and earth to position you for success and divine protection. Favor. This is not a time for doubt, it is time to trust God to move forward with trust and receive the blessing that is coming your way.